viviendo en situaciones que son malas, vendiendo drogas a hermanos y hermanas. Todo esto porque no querés seguir la ley. Los otros son más tontos como el buey, porque el buey sabe quién es el dueño y los otros no, porque estamos en profundo sueño. Round and round we go like we in a Ferris wheel. It feel like we in the wilderness still, cause we can't get over the simple things, like how blacks and Hispanics, we both the same. We've been robbed, both put in chains, and got royalty flowing through our veins. Seems we only agree when we slinging cane, killing each other off, spirit of Cain. Israel united, we fighting, we chosen, keeping God's laws, now Israel was growing.
Running around and round you go, round and round you go. In circles, circles, circles. You keep running, running, round and round you go, round and round you go. In circles, circles, circles. Get your soul right, get your soul, yeah, get your soul right, get your soul right, yeah, get your soul right, get your soul, yeah, get your soul right, get your soul right, yeah. I found peace in myself with my new swag, purple and gold, fingers swaying in my boots black. I remember times when I was younger, didn't do that, didn't know who I was, I didn't know that Christ is black. I'm an Israelite, my that's a tribe, yeah, I'm a God and I know I something for it. In one of my songs, I'm a comely brown who wants his crown, yeah, I'm supposed to be a king, but I got done by my enemy, yeah. Esau is my enemy, yeah. Sad party is killing me, yeah. Hell no, ain't a friend of me, yeah. Captivity is killing me, yeah. But this truth still winning me, yeah. Fighting for the kingdom, we gon' get that kingdom. We want that old thing back from the old past. Gonna let my fringes swing with a new swag while we sing a new song to the Lord. Sing new song, a new song, yeah, while we sing a new song.
Riding around with a chosen few, trendsetters, my borders blue. Light shining, that's a plain view. I heard a couple hating, yeah, whoop-de-doo. Jacob C, no superstition. We the salt that your steak been missing. Many here, but few gon' listen. Many here, but few gon' listen. Judah, I know, you know, he know, she know. We know the kings are bad. This, that, over, new love. This, that, run it back.
We been quiet too long, now we taking the kingdom back. War with that, she don't want that. So don't be strapped like a backpack.
Bootstraps when I hit the streets. Gold chain when it's time to feast. Long gone, but they stop and stare. Sucking teeth cause they don't compare. I'm living that old love.
We want that old thing back from the old past. Gonna let my fringes swing with a new swag while we sing a new song to the Lord. Sing new song, yeah, while we sing a new song.
Liquor stains on the carpet. Just don't think that it's a drink offering. Sip slow, study often. We just happy that we out here. We just living life repenting. Yeah. Yeah, they hate us, but we don't care. Cause we feel what they don't feel.
This right here is not another song. Please don't expect us to play along. It's been real, it's been fun. But it ain't been real fun. Any love for the world ain't none. Only love is for my nation. I know it seems like we can never win, but we got the promises in the end. And they got the promise to stand sent. When the bombs drop, they gon' fall in. The precepts of men got them feminine. The charge of the Lord is to be a man. We the guardians of the covenant. So don't speak on things you don't understand. This right here is not another song. Please don't expect us to play along.
Back from the old past. Gonna let my fringes swing with a new swag. Gonna sing a new song to the land. Sing a new song to the land.
We want that old thing back from the old past. Gonna let my fringes swing with a new swag while we sing a new song to the Lord. Sing a new song, yeah, while we sing a new song.
It's that part.
sing a new song.
Sabbath morning, rise and shine, hit the block, make it hot, shake 'em down. We go at it till about 4 or 5 o'clock. Warfare, got my gear, I'm prepared for the op. And we talking how we walk it, yeah, that's just how we rock. Friday night, gotta rest, in the morning, hit the block, shake 'em down. We go at it till about 4 or 5 o'clock. Warfare, got my gear, I'm prepared for the op. And we talking how we walk it, yeah, that's just how we rock. Hey, I'm a workaholic, boy, don't play with me. Hey, no breaks, do this till the death of me. I'm with Elohim, careful what you say to me. We been the chosen ones, I heard you claim to be. What do you got, hey, what do you got? What do you got, cause talk is cheap. What do you got, you see me say? Yeah, we got that remedy. What do you got, hey, what do you got? Heard you got that kill for me. What do you got, cause I need help? What do you got, cause talk is cheap? So I dedicate to do this every week, yeah. We not moving corners, so they thinking that we weak, yeah. Never get it twisted, ayy, don't sleep. We the sanctified, we pull up to your hood to clean the sheet, yeah. And I'm blessed, Wolfie on the crest, yeah. All I do is raving, praying for the rest. To the east, from the west, on a quest, never rest. About that work, dog, about it, I'm obsessed, yeah. Sabbath morning, rise and shine, hit the block, make it hot, shake 'em down. We go at it till about 4 or 5 o'clock. Warfare, got my gear, I'm prepared for the op. And we talking how we walk it, yeah, that's just how we rock. Friday night, gotta rest, in the morning, hit the block, shake 'em down. We go at it till about 4 or 5 o'clock. Warfare, got my gear, I'm prepared for the op. And we talking how we walk it, yeah, that's just how we rock.
Hit the block, make it hot, they be shocked, that's a wop. Watch a doctor, head chop, body drop. Get the mop, this a jam, this a bop. For the flock, top of top, how much love, that's a lot. On the quest, not a yacht, got a Glock, it don't pop, that's a prop. Nigga stop, ain't no fear in the mirror, check your spirit watch. We just pick a corner, we any money more. From here to California, we pull up and it's a corner. Kamikaze sliding like conveyor bells. If you try to play the prophet, you gon' play yourself. Saturday to day, we on the way with hell. Big soldier, we take orders like okay, what else? Check the stats, all facts, never cap. We be everywhere we at, on the map, in the trap. Me and Ja, back to back, boots black, script strap. This is with that, this and that. Friday night, take a nap. We wake up, it's a wrap.
Sabbath morning, rise and shine, hit the block, make it hot, shake 'em down. We go at it till about 4 or 5 o'clock. Warfare, got my gear, I'm prepared for the op. And we talking how we walk it, yeah, that's just how we rock. Friday night, gotta rest, in the morning, hit the block, shake 'em down. We go at it till about 4 or 5 o'clock. Warfare, got my gear, I'm prepared for the op. And we talking how we walk it, yeah, that's just how we rock. Sabbath morning, rise and shine, hit the block, make it hot, shake 'em down. We go at it till about 4 or 5 o'clock. Warfare, got my gear, I'm prepared for the op. And we talking how we walk it, yeah, that's just how we rock. Friday night, gotta rest, in the morning, hit the block, shake 'em down. We go at it till about 4 or 5 o'clock. Warfare, got my gear, I'm prepared for the op. And we talking how we walk it, yeah, that's just how we rock.
Yeah. Oh, I think you gon' reprobate. Oh man, I think you gon' reprobate. Oh man, think you gon' reprobate. Oh man, yeah, you gon' reprobate. Oh man, you the same one that says they'll never hate. Now you tryna leave, you tryna separate, you gon' reprobate. Oh man, I think you gon' reprobate. Oh, why are you so deceitful? You're trying to trip up the people. You can't control your ways, but you complain all the day long. You're doing things not convenient. I pull a script, I can tell. There is no knowledge within you. Oh, I think you gon' reprobate. Oh, man, I think you gon' reprobate. Oh, man, think you gon' reprobate. Oh, man, yeah, you gon' reprobate. Oh, man, you the same one that says they'll never hate. Now you tryna leave, you tryna separate, you gon' reprobate. Oh man, I think you gon' reprobate.
Yeah, I think they did. Before every enterprise we sought counsel. The way you acting now, it's not like it. See, I'd rather leave than to start fighting. Unequally yoked is what the words say. Railing for railing is not my foreplay. Stay together, do what the songs say. Bonnie ain't collide with Clyde, now we in the hallways. We all make mistakes, but don't give excuse to do it. We all in the race, and everyone's a winner. But staying with a reprobate mind will keep you off track. And you don't wanna backslide.
Oh man, I think you gon' reprobate. Oh man, think you gon' reprobate. Oh man, yeah, you gon' reprobate. Oh man, you the same one that says they'll never hate. Now you tryna leave, you tryna separate, you gon' reprobate. Oh man, I think you gon' reprobate.
In the truth, you had zeal like a spark, but when the trials came, you straight departed. Temptation gonna come and yours did, but you tossed to and fro with all evil like a little kid. Check it out, you call the deacons telling lies. Mad cause they chose the truth. You praying to the Lord flies. Sitting sweet, guess you got a sweet tooth. The most are knocking down your demons, putting chains on your door like your Morgan Freeman. Your sisters and your brothers, you do not esteem them. Oh yeah, you going reprobate.
You don't wanna take it there, huh? Causing contradiction in your mind, huh? No, you don't wanna take it there. Take it there. You're a false alarm. You're going off, but you're not being warned. And slowly you fall apart. Fall apart, fall apart. Oh, I think you're going reprobate.
You're listening to In the Scripts Reloaded.
Shalom, shalom. Most High in Christ bless.
Shalom, shalom.
Most High in Christ bless. Israel, glad to be back. Hey, how long have we been off?
Too long.
I
like
counted
what,
it. 2 months?
10 weeks. So,
3 and a half? 3.5 months of no In the Scripts Reloaded.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Man. Oh, man. Israel, pray for us.
The hell is this?
A new school. All praises to the Most High. The Most High blessed us with a new place to congregate. So tonight is our first night back.
That's right.
Right? And who's the topic of discussion?
Topic of discussion is economic warfare.
Economic warfare.
Yes, sir. Economic warfare. And it's pertaining to the incident with the turkey leg hut and modern day Willie Lynch letter.
Modern day Willie Lynch letter.
Yes, sir.
Now, a lot of people are not too familiar with this the turkey leg hut. I know you guys might be. You guys are from Texas.
Well, yeah.
Heard of it before?
Well, Houston. It's been a lot of goings on in Houston about turkey leg hut, but Yaku, you more familiar with it than I am. What you think?
Man,
I never had it.
I ain't had that turkey leg hut, but it make me want it though.
Right.
Because I heard the food is very good.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
It ain't better than Jacob's though.
They say there's a lot of celebrities. A lot of celebrities go down there when they visit Houston. It's like a must stop when you get there. We gotta
Right.
go, Cap. We gotta get down there.
Right.
Turkey is lawful.
It's five hours away, so I'll take the drive. You know what? I know Texas is known for their smoked food.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely take that drive out there. All praises to the Most High. They did not shut them down.
Right.
That's the latest news, and we're gonna go over that today because this is not the first time Esau had the caucasity. I like that word. That's an
like
actual
that.
word too.
Is it?
It's an actual word.
Oh snap!
Caucasity.
Caucasity.
The Caucasian audacity.
Wow.
Yeah,
what they
that's
call
it. That's
the
it.
Caucasity
That's
to try to shut
right.
those brothers and sisters down. But before we open up, let's get Deuteronomy 28:33. Let's start at verse 15 and then jump to 33. Who's reading?
Yes, sir. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Verse 33.
Verse 33.
So what we just read is Moses came out of the wilderness with the Israelites, and the Most High gave them the laws before they entered into the land of Canaan. And they had an option: keep my commandments and be blessed. Break my commandments, and the curses are going to fall upon you. Let's read this one curse here in verse 33.
Verse 33. The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always.
So the Bible says the fruit of thy land, talking about the resources and so forth, and all thy labors, meaning what you work for, shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always. A lot of times we tend to think that you can rise up above your nation. Now we have certain people in certain positions that might be making six figures. Some people are multimillionaires. But at the end of the day, brothers and sisters, you could never rise up over your nation.
That's
all right. In the eyes of Esau, you are still that Negro. You're still a nigga.
That's right.
Okay, they will still try to colonize you, gentrify you in any way possible. And that's what our people fail to realize. So the Bible's a true book, and it says, our labors shall a nation eat up, and also we shall only be oppressed and crushed always. All right, so let's read the article, the first article about this situation.
Yes, sir. Lawsuit alleges turkey leg hut possesses health or poses health hazard.
So Turkey Leg Hut is in Houston, Texas, and it's a smokehouse, and they're known for their turkey legs, their smoked turkey legs. Go ahead.
Blow that up a little. Blow that up some for me. All right. A lawsuit filed Wednesday in Harris County Court alleges popular Third Ward restaurant Turkey Leg Hut is an unpermitted, illegal, and unregulated business.
Now that's wicked as hell. How long has this company been up? A couple of years, right?
Yes, sir.
Very popular.
Very popular.
You have the likes of Kanye West, Drake, and other celebrities that'll come
Bun
down
B,
there.
yeah.
Bun B, right?
Yeah,
And I heard even the mayor of Houston goes there to eat.
Right.
So you're trying to tell me the mayor would go to somewhere that's illegal?
Right.
With illegal people working and so forth like that. ICE would be all over that.
Right.
Okay, and it says the Third Ward. The Third Ward is a predominantly black area, right?
Yes.
If I'm not
Historic.
mistaken.
Historic black area.
Historical black
Yes.
area. Okay, so you have a black-owned restaurant in a historical black area. And they're saying that it's unpermitted, illegal, and unregulated business. So they've been in business for years. And they flew under the radar because of some damn turkey legs.
Right.
Come on, give me a break.
Right.
That's a lie. All of that is a lie. It was never unpermitted. It was actually permitted.
Right.
It's not illegal. It's legal and unregulated. No, it is a regulated business.
Right.
Right.
Okay, and of course you have the Edomites, the colonizers slash gentrification gurus.
Right.
They want to take over and they want to push Jake out.
Right.
All right.
Hey,
Go ahead.
Hey, Cap, you know, it's for the smoke, right? Texas is known for the barbecue and the smoke.
Right.
Exactly.
So what's
Hey, in
that?
Dallas alone, there's more than a handful of barbecue smokehouses
Right.
around where I live.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You don't.
Right.
I don't see people complaining about the smoke
Exactly.
or this and that.
Exactly.
That's how you know it's all BS. It's all BS, and it's what it is it's a plot to take over the third ward.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
In Harris County, alleges popular Third Ward restaurant Turkey Leg Hut is an unpermitted, illegal, and unregulated business that poses as an elevated public health risk to the surrounding community as well as its customers. Turkey Leg Hut, owned by husband and wife duo Lindell and Nakia Price.
So that's a beautiful thing right there.
Yes.
So it's owned by a husband and wife, not boyfriend, girlfriend, but by an actual couple, black couple at that.
That's right.
All right, go ahead.
Is known for its oversized smoked turkey legs filled with savory ingredients such as rice and cheese, plus ultra boozy drinks and convivial atmosphere. With a large Instagram following, visits from celebrities like Snoop Dogg and Drake. They most recently catered Kanye West's performance at Lakewood Church, plus recent expansion. The restaurant is not only among the most popular in the city, but is also considered a must-stop for people visiting the area.
Go down.
Moreover, in October, the restaurant won a Pinnacle Award for the Greater Houston from the Greater Houston Black Chamber of Commerce for having a positive impact on the community.
Positive impact. So if you see the reputation of the restaurant, it says a positive impact.
Right.
Not only is it bringing money to the community, but people love it.
Yeah.
So you don't hear any negative things as of yet from our people. And notice it said they won the Pinnacle Award. That's the top. Pinnacle's the top. They won the top award from the Greater Houston Black Chamber of Commerce, okay, for having a positive impact on the community. Go ahead.
Hey, Cap, I read that positive impact is affecting the Edomites and because they said it was a mixture of Asians and everybody. That positive impact is the imagery. Because this restaurant is giving money back to the community and doing things amongst the community. So what imagery do you get? What's more positive than black kids in a black community seeing black business owners and wanting to have that same vision?
Right.
That's the
Exactly,
destruction.
exactly.
That's what they want to tear down.
Planting that seed for the
Yes.
future.
Yes. And you know what's crazy? You mentioned Asians, but look how many Asian restaurants in the black community.
Right.
Wow.
The hell is this?
Chinatown.
Exactly. You brothers and sisters with your missing cats. Now you know ain't nobody complaining about that.
Right.
We're not running around trying to telling Moab to get out of the community.
Right.
Right.
But here they are with allegiance with Esau to get out. You know what's crazy? That's why in Psalms 8, the 83rd chapter. Let's get that real quick.
Get it.
Let's get Psalms 83. Let's get Psalms 83.
Yes, sir.
Whoever got it, read it.
The book of Psalms, chapter 83.
Start at verse 3.
The book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Now remember, when it says cut them off, that's talking about spiritually, physically, economically, any way possible. Just like how Malcolm X said, by any means necessary. When the other nations come together to cut us off from being a nation, it's by any means necessary.
Right.
Okay, because everything is a domino effect. If you cut them off economically, guess what? Eventually, you're going to cut them off spiritually, physically. That's why, like in the ghettos, when you examine the ghettos and so forth, everybody's piled on top of each other.
Right. Crabs in a barrel.
Everybody's in poverty, piled up on top of each other. So what happened? We take out our aggravations and frustrations on each other.
Right.
And it's the same thing in Psalms 83. Okay, go ahead.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel maybe no more in remembrance.
Come on.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
Now they all of them are on one accord. One accord. And this is their main reason. Come on.
With one consent. They are confederate against thee.
They are on one consent against us. Come on.
The tabernacles of Edom.
Now look at the way the Most High has the nations listed here. Why did he put Edom first? Well, how come he didn't put the Philistines first? These are things that we never ask ourselves.
Right.
Why he didn't put the Philistines first, the Midianites? Why in this order? Because for the last days, what we're in now, Esau is the number one man ruling the earth, right? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Right.
And he is the main oppressor. But look who follows right after him. Read.
And the Ishmaelites.
All right, you have the Ishmaelites. You have the Arabs with in allegiance with Esau to oppress our people. That's where you had the sub-Saharan slave trade and so forth. And we have our people still enslaved today in various parts of the earth, like Saudi Arabia.
Right.
Where else? Yemen. And Libya,
Yep.
Mauritania, and so forth. But look at the third person on the list.
And of Moab.
And of Moab. Those three. It's always those three.
Right.
When the past decade or so, it's always have been those three people. That's been oppressing our people.
Right.
But the reason I brought this up is to show you, because you said how the Asians were getting together with Esau down there in Houston to shut this place down.
Right.
Complaining about this, complaining about that. But we don't complain about none of their Chinese restaurants.
Right.
All they nail shops.
The damn hair on the chicken wings.
Exactly.
You know, that's the only time I ate a hairy, scary chicken wing. That's what I call it. The Moab hairy, scary wings. That's what they should call it. They need to put that on the menu.
Right.
All right?
It's always on that little piece of wing, the one part where the flaps are like
the damn hairy, scary wings, man.
General
General Soul's toes. We don't complain. We see videos, and this is not. They can't say, "Oh, that's hate." No, it's not. It's real because you can Google different restaurants that shut down. There was one in Newark actually that shut down for an inspector went in. There was a gas leak. It's all commercial property. You know, most commercial properties in New Jersey and New York, right next to each other on one block. So there was a gas leak in one store. So in order to go in to fix that, he had to go through the other store through the back. This happens to be a Chinese restaurant.
Right.
So he goes through the back and he asks everybody, "Hey, why is this door closed?" Open the door, dude cutting up rats.
Wow.
Yeah, that's your General Soul's.
Wow.
Your General Soul's toes. That's, that's exactly what it is.
Rat toes.
So all of these things that happen in our community, we never run to the city. We never get together to shut these people down. And though we should, we should.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
But we don't. But they do it to us.
Right.
So look, man, we have to come together. We have to come to a point where we say enough is enough. And we want some payback.
That's right.
We want some get back.
We sick of those hairy chicken wings. Yeah, sick of it.
Hairy, scary wings.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, get me Deuteronomy 28, verse, I think it's verse 34. Let me look at it real quick. All right? Because we have to come to a point where we say enough is enough. All right? Give me, verse 34.
Yes, sir.
This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 34.
Read out!
So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see.
So we got to get mad. Every day, every week is something. It's crazy. We have to get mad enough till we will. You know what? This Bible's a real book.
That's right.
We need to come back together, like Zephaniah 2 verse 1 says. Rise up, keep these laws, and take this earth back.
That's right.
Spend money within ourselves and realize that the other nations, they're all against us. They're all confederate against us. But it seems as if we're a glutton for punishment.
Right.
That's why Jeremiah said, what? Is Israel a homeborn slave? It's like we love this thing. We
Right,
are a glutton. So-called Negroes is a glutton for punishment.
Right.
Because I guarantee you, the people that are trying to shut this black man and this black woman down with their business, they're going to try it again. They are going to try it again.
Yeah.
Okay? They are going to try it again.
In fact, that's a major part of the story, but it's in one of your other articles. It'll come out. That's a major part of it.
Dude.
It has to do with self-hatred, though. I mean, you got to think about it. We love everybody else but ourselves. We want to join with the other nations, and it's destruction. It's always been destruction to our people from year to year, and it just gets worse. But that's why the Israelites are out here in the highways and the byways to wake up our people, to let them know how special, let them know how beautiful they are in the sight of God. Right. You know, because if we don't, who will?
That's right.
We got to do that thing.
That's right. Absolutely. So we, brothers, you know, this, like the scripture says, it's supposed to provoke us to anger. You know, the scripture says that, so that shall be mad for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see. But the question is, where are we going to channel this anger? Instead of taking out the anger on each other, we need to channel it in an appropriate manner, which is keeping God's laws. Okay? Because we know that what? It's an economic warfare.
Right.
Okay? And guess what? We possess the same strength. We possess the same strength to what? Disturb their pockets as well.
Right.
The same way they're trying to do us.
Right.
It's the same thing.
And right now is a good time to do it.
Christmas.
Exactly. Right now is a great time to do it.
I guarantee you, Negroes are not gonna keep the money in their pocket.
No, they didn't.
Everybody's gonna be in those stores. Everybody's gonna the weave shop that Ammon and Moab owns. They're gonna become multimillionaires over the weekend.
Yeah.
All right. We don't possess the testicular fortitude to do that.
Hey.
Okay, but we do have the power to do it.
It's interesting because statistically, I just saw a thing the other day, a report that said that from Thanksgiving to Christmas Eve, 50% of all revenues made retail is made in those 30 days.
Damn.
So the $3 trillion or so that the Negroes and Hispanic community spends comes between November 30th or whatever the last Thursday is.
Black Friday.
Yeah, between Black Friday and Christmas Eve.
Damn.
$3 trillion. Half of that is spent just in those 30 days.
And you know what's crazy? It's been like this for years, and we keep talking about the same thing every year. But like I said, the so-called Negro is a glutton for punishment. We feel no pain. We love that thing.
Right.
We love the abuse.
Get that Jeremiah 2:14, Cap.
Hey, let's get that. Go ahead, read that. Let's get that. We are glutton for pain, y'all. We got to change. We must change.
That's right. That's right.
Most eyes in heaven like, yo, what is wrong with you guys?
Exactly.
That's why Christ said he marveled at us.
Right.
He's up there marveling like, yo, what is wrong with you? You just love abuse.
Yeah.
Come on.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2 and verse 14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave?
Are we a homeborn slave? Because every time you open up the Bible, every time you look up, we always in captivity. We always oppressed, always at the bottom. And we won't do anything to stand up and change. Okay?
That's because we always go to the New Testament.
Hey.
We always go to the New Testament.
New Testament.
That's what it is.
Forgive and forget.
Yes.
So hopefully these two owners, the brother and sister, do not forget, forgive and forget, for real. Because like I said, these same Edomites are going to try it again. But go ahead. Let's read the article.
Yes, sir. But Patricia Bird, Kristen Bird, Jennifer Black, Dr. Carolyn Kinney, Louis McKiley, and Elizabeth Urquhart, plaintiffs in the lawsuit, claimed that their petition that Turkey Leg Hut pollutes the neighborhood with noxious, thick wood smoke from its ongoing turkey smoking with an alleged absence of approved ventilation systems. The plaintiffs, one of whom lives with asthma and claims a greater health risk living near the restaurant, says the smoke issue has become so serious that they cannot walk around the neighborhood without inhaling the particular matter hanging in the air. The lawsuit also alleges Turkey Leg Hut of violating the city's sound ordinance with electronically amplified bass in the evening and constant firewood stacking at all times, of creating a situation where customers park cars in neighbors' driveways, and of being openly hostile when confronted with issues from neighbors.
Hey, they get money then. They got so much customers, they parking in driveways.
Right.
Hey, but you know what's crazy about that? They purchased about 3 or 4 lots to accommodate the influx of clientele.
Right.
So I don't know about that right there.
Right.
And,
Could be. Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure if they was openly hostile, there would have been police records.
Right.
You know,
Right.
Esau would call the cops.
Yes.
And they
There were none.
Right.
So that's
Probably-
that's just like the bishop said. That's malarkey.
Malarkey, yeah.
That's BS.
Because people would put private driveways, no parking, and stuff like that would have been going on. So yeah, they probably going over the top for the lawsuit.
Yeah.
You see, that's that Caucasity Edomite Jedi mind trick.
Right.
They'll put it in the article, and then you'll read it and just believe it because it's him. Just because they got some damn parentheses around it.
Right.
But you'll
Everybody's
believe
like,
it because they wrote it.
Yeah.
Crazy. Go ahead.
Caucasity.
At this time, this is a pending legal matter, and we are not able to comment, wrote Turkey Leg Hut co-owner Nakia Price in a statement provided to media. We are aware of the allegations against the Turkey Leg Hut and have been cooperative with the city of Houston and the associated departments. We will continue to rigorously defend all allegations made against us, as we always work hard to have a safe and healthy environment for our community and patrons. Turkey Leg Hut's Instagram has remained active, including reposting an Instagram user's allegation that the lawsuit is part of a plan to force gentrification on the 3rd Ward. The Prices will also hold a press conference Friday morning to address the allegations. Meanwhile, the court ordered a temporary restraining order prohibiting the restaurant from using its smokers from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. daily through December 4th. A hearing is scheduled for December 6th.
Damn. So now let's get the video.
Yes.
Now let's go to the video. Let's get the actual news video on it. So this is just a guess, because I don't know anything about the restaurant business. How much you think the couple is bringing in?
They, in an article, in one of the articles, it said that it's likely that they could be pulling in as much as almost $500,000 a month.
I heard it.
A month. That's retarded.
I heard out the brother's mouth.
Yes.
That's
what
doing
he
some
said?
research. He said $2 million.
$2 million.
Yeah, his wife was like, "Slow down, man."
Per month?
Yeah, she was like, "Slow down. You're telling all our business."
Whoa.
And so they getting it.
Yeah, the article I read just alleged that the
That's
$500,000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So Esau ain't happy about that.
Oh,
they don't like that at all.
Jeez.
Hey, remember that movie? Remember, I think it was Belly. Remember Belly? Yeah. Remember the brother that was eating the banana? He's like, "Oh man, I don't like that.
I don't like that.
I don't like that."
Yeah,
Man.
yeah.
That's Esau.
Yeah.
Esau don't like that,
They don't
man.
like that.
That ought to be a
you know what's
soundbite.
crazy? You know what's crazy about that? That's when you go into mess with somebody's livelihood, because you want to shut down their business,
Right.
knowing that they have kids,
Right.
family members
Family
to take
to
care of.
Right.
It's a domino effect. That's to me, that's an act of war.
Right.
That is an act of war. That's why we titled this economic warfare.
Yes.
It's an act of war.
Excellent title.
People at the jobs, they got bills, so they're employing people.
It's a domino effect.
It's a domino effect.
You shut down the business. You want to stop the employees and the owners from feeding their family, feeding their kids.
Right.
You want to affect their livelihood. So basically, you're wishing death on them by doing that.
Well, that's that positive image that they have. You cannot show a husband and wife, so-called black couple in a neighborhood of derision, making $2 million a month legally. You can't show that. You can't show that.
And they're young.
Yeah,
Right.
just like you can't show the black image of Christ. Just like you can't at these churches when they don't teach the black image of Christ, it's the same thing.
Right.
That's why they would that's why they say it doesn't matter. Because they know that we would have self-esteem. They know that we would look at ourselves differently. They know that we wouldn't look at our brother as a Negro, our sisters as dots.
Because it's a positive image. It's positive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like this. It's positive. They don't want that.
Absolutely. Go ahead, roll the tape.
I'm Sherry Hendrinos, the publicist for Turkey Leg Hut. Let me introduce to you Nakia Price, founder, owner, operating partner of Turkey Leg Hut. Lynn Price, founder of Turkey Leg Hut. Jeremy Pickney, general counsel. John Zavitsanos, counsel. Nakia will speak first, followed by Jeremy Pickney. Nakia will not be answering any questions after she speaks. However, Jeremy will answer 2 to 3 questions after he completes his statement. Is this back real quick?
So she played ball down in
morning.
Houston too.
Thank you all for joining us this morning. My name is Nakia Price, and I am the founder, owner, and operating partner of the Turkey Leg Hut. I am also a mother, wife, and recently resided in close proximity of the restaurant with my young children right here in 3rd Ward. We
So
like
she
to start
lives
off
there.
by thanking the...
So she's not like one of them Negroes that lives somewhere in Beverly Hills somewhere and
Right.
drives down to the hood. She lives in the area amongst other Israelites in the 3rd Ward and gives back to the community.
Right.
That's a beautiful thing right
And her husband grew up in the hood, in that area.
She's got a good name. You know, all praise to the Most High. Let's
Yeah.
talk about a good name.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
community for the overwhelming messages of support and love we received since the news of this lawsuit broke. On Wednesday morning, November 20th, 2019, our attorney was blindsided by a telephone call from the plaintiff's counsel stating that he would be in Harris County District Court in roughly an hour to appear before a judge to seek an emergency temporary restraining order, temporary injunction, and permanent injunction against the Turkey Leg Hut and its owners. The affidavit of their named specialist was never shared with our attorney, nor was he provided adequate notification time to represent us in court on Wednesday morning. The lawsuit was filed by a handful of people who want to vilify the Turkey Leg Hut as a nuisance to the community. We have successfully operated our business in compliance and cooperation with the City of Houston and its ordinances, despite repeated attacks from this handful of people on parking, noise, and now smoke for the past 2 years. It is difficult not to presume that they simply don't want us here. And Wednesday's lawsuit was a failed attempt to permanently shut down the Turkey Leg Hut. With regard to the allegations in the lawsuit,
So
that
in the
smoke
beginning,
from
they
our
weren't. They didn't. Of course, they didn't get it shut down. That's the latest. But in the beginning, when they did file this lawsuit, the judge put a restraining order on
Yes.
the hours of operation at night.
Well, they could operate, but they could not cook. They couldn't use the smokers from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m.
So what time do they close?
10.
They close at 10.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
smokers is a public health risk. The plaintiffs and their counsel have a private party posing as the City of Houston Health Department. The allegations are purely speculative and with no proof whatsoever. Contrary to what the plaintiffs are saying, the Turkey Leg Hut currently has all of the permitting that we need to operate. We want to be very clear. We care deeply about the people in this community, as well as our employees, customers, and the City of Houston. We have heard and listened to the handful of complaints about the smoke from neighboring residents and have been actively pursuing a resolution in response to those complaints. On September 25th, 2019, we received approval from a permit for the construction of a ventilated, fully enclosed smoke pit area to resolve the problem.
So that was the problem.
Before construction,
The ventilation with the smoke.
Yes.
So she said that they received a permit to make the proper adjustments to the infrastructure to appease those who are complaining about the smoke.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
can begin, approval of a replat is required by the city as the pit is currently located on the subdivision line, and the city will not allow structures to be built over the subdivision line. A public meeting was held by the City of Houston Planning Committee on October 31st, 2019. At this meeting, the Planning Committee required us to present our plans to the Museum Park Super Neighborhood, which we did. At the Museum Park Super Neighborhood meeting held just last week on Wednesday, November 13, 2019, a handful of neighborhood residents showed up to oppose us building the enclosure that would solve the very problem that they filed the lawsuit on.
That's wicked as hell. That's how you, that's some evil stuff right there.
That's how you know there's more to it.
Exactly. Economic warfare. They want that. They want them out.
Right.
Of Third Ward.
Yes.
It's the takeover. It's the residential commercial takeover, man. It's gentrification. How the hell you complaining about something? I make the adjustments to fix it, and then you show up with the rest of your Edomite posse, talking about, nah, that's not good enough.
Yeah.
We don't want, that's wicked as hell. That is wicked as hell.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Last week. Despite the opposition, we answered all questions regarding the replat, as well as questions regarding the pit area. We have been and are ready and willing to do whatever we have to do to solve this concern. My husband grew up in this neighborhood. I am an alumni of U of H, and we both care deeply about this community and city. We brought our business here to give back to the community and to try to help drive economic development in the area. We are tax-paying members of this community who have created hundreds of jobs to local people, and we are in the process of adding 3 new businesses right here in the Third Ward area.
You see, now she should have never said that. She said, you know, that's like a dagger in the heart. Esau don't like that.
Right.
So they're in the process of adding 3 new businesses.
Yes.
That's what I'm telling you. This brother and sister, they got to get ready.
Right.
They must get ready. Hopefully their minds is right, because I'm telling you, the dragon's gonna come down on them.
The dragon is raw.
The dragon is
raw.
but the dragon is raw for them for a different reason, because they ain't keeping no commandments.
Yeah, true.
But
true.
the dragon is definitely gonna come down on them hard. So they gotta make sure I hope they're saving their monies. Shit, you making $2 million a month, put $1 million away, at least. I don't know their expenses, so I can't say. I'm not gonna talk about their pockets like that. But I hope they're getting ready, man. For real.
They're going to stay. I had got word that they was going to stay in Houston, but they were thinking about moving to Atlanta also. Yeah, so saying they've been turning down a lot of offers, you know what I mean, for people that just want to buy into their business. And the brother was saying, like, when he had fell off because he had owned a couple. He's a real smart business guy, man. Real smart business guy. Anyway, he said he turned down $400,000 for, you know, brothers just want to throw him money to help him out. He said, no. And she said, we done turned down more than that. So they really understand what they have now. They have a real chance to franchise in this thing.
Exactly. So they're like, nah, we don't want any partnership right now. Just them two.
Because they already know once somebody get in there, they're going to water it down. Right. It always happens like that. Always a good business, somebody come in there and just start changing stuff and start watering things down.
So they've been grinding for a while to make it to this point, but go ahead, run it.
That's all praise.
Cap, can I say? So in Third Ward, there's a historic old restaurant sits right in front of U of H, between U of H and what is it? Yeah, and right between UH and TSU. It's a chicken place. That chicken place has been there forever. And when the owner decided to franchise it and sell it off, he sold it off to Moab.
Oh, God.
Moab instantly took that and began to put it in different places. And now, they grew up seeing that happened to a business that was black-owned and had lasted for 40, 50 years and was just broke down by Moab buying it out. So they playing it smart. They've already seen that in Third Ward.
It's crazy. A lot of times when Jake do that, it's because they want to cash out.
Yeah.
But at the same time, brothers and sisters, what you want to do, you want to leave a legacy behind.
That's right.
Okay, because that's what Moab does.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're the only ones who want to cash out for small money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense. Absolutely no sense. We got to think about the future. Go ahead, press play.
We were recently honored as a recipient of the 2019 Greater Houston Black Chamber of Commerce Pinnacle Award, given to leading African American entrepreneurs for their positive impact on the communities and industries they serve. Just last month, we hosted a successful free fall festival that brought over 6,000 people to Third Ward and over 100 local vendors to bring the community and businesses together.
They're like, no, 6,000 Negroes. No. I'm telling you, look, that 6,000 to them is like 100.
Right.
Just examine, look at Esau, even in his movies. One movie that stands out to me is, remember Rosewood Massacre?
Yes.
Remember when Ving Rhames ran into the forest?
Yeah.
And then the Edomites was chasing him?
Yep.
He was by himself, hauling, just running, sprinting. He stopped on a dime, pulled out 2 22s, it looked like.
Yeah.
Turned around, and then all the Edomites, oh, damn it. Ran back. And when they ran back, they was like, oh, yeah, it was like 10 Negroes,
Yeah.
10 black Negroes.
Yeah.
Whenever they see,
Us in the woods.
they see 10 turn into 20.
Right,
20
right.
turns into 50. That 6,000, to them, that was like an army.
Right.
To them, that was like 100 mil. They don't like to see that. They do
Right.
not like to see that. If they see a whole bunch of blacks, they must, a taskmaster has to be there, or some Edomite slave master has to be somewhere in the mix.
Right.
If those two things, components are not there, that is dangerous. That's why they're trying to shut it down.
Gotta call it.
Let's answer that. Shalom, Most High in Christ best. Thank you for calling in the scripts. Question or comment?
Comment.
Yes, sir. Who's this?
This is Brother Okron.
Hey, how you doing, brother? What's going
Shalom,
on,
bro.
Hey, shalom.
Hey, I'm doing good.
Yes, sir. What's up?
Oh
Hey,
yes.
Turn
I
down
wanted
the
to.
turn down the
Background?
The background. You
All
can
right.
hear echo.
All right. Yeah, I did. Yeah. No, I just wanted to comment on the class. Like, that's what y'all talking about is the same thing that me and my friends are going through, because I'm part of a group here in Fort Worth, and we're trying to overturn like the real estate environment here in Fort Worth, and it's a group of us black folks together.
Okay, and you said y'all trying to overturn something?
Yeah, we're trying to band together, and we're trying to like take back the real estate property that's here in Fort Worth. And it's like the only thing that we're seeing here is the negativity. It's like our own people here, like we don't believe that things can be changed, you know, and we all have so many different philosophies. Like some people, they believe in Africanism, some people they believe in Esau. It's so many different things that is dividing us from even accomplishing that. But the main thing that we seeing going on is Esau stopping us. Esau is trying to stop us. Like it's always something. It's always something that's. I don't know if you can hear me on the.
Yeah, I can hear you. We
on
can
the
hear you.
TV. Okay. Cool. Yeah, but the main thing that I try to get across to them is that we need to come together, because we know that the curses are always against us, and we know that Esau is against us. But the Bible tells us to come together as a people.
Absolutely.
You know, and the Bible tells us that to build ye houses.
Yes.
And so what we try to do, and what my group is trying to do, what we're trying to do is come together.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing I see is that we're all not on the same page, and that we all have different agendas.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
And
You know,
right.
Lord's will, you know, when brothers and sisters get their mind right, because the day of us being on one page, that's gonna come. It's destined to happen. But
right.
we gotta fight
Right.
for it. We gotta endeavor for that.
Right.
When you read Ephesians, the fourth chapter talks about that. Okay, but definitely,
Right.
all praises to the Most High. Thank you for tuning in and calling in, brother.
Yes, sir. Another thing I want to say is Deuteronomy 28:20. It's like we're always going to try, but until we all get on that same page, the Most High says that He's going to touch everything that we try to do. You know, He's going to stop it. And so that's the main thing I try to get the brothers to do, is to raise that moral standard, because until that happens, we're always going to end up back at square one. You know, so I try to give them the word to an extent. You know, but
yes, sir.
it's kind of difficult coming together.
Yo, hey, keep trying, bro. Keep pushing it. Don't let the obstacles
Yes,
stop
sir.
you. You know, keep pushing.
Yes,
keep
sir.
pushing.
Yes, sir.
We destined to get there, so we just got
That's
to
right.
keep fighting.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, shalom, brothers.
All
God
right.
bless.
Most High in
Shalom.
Christ
Most High in
bless.
Christ
Thank you for calling in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can I bring out the scriptures?
Yeah, go ahead.
All
Bring
right,
it out.
Isaiah 52:8. Isaiah 52:8.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Because for some of our people, we got to understand that we shouldn't fight. We shouldn't quit. We shouldn't quit fighting the cause. We shouldn't quit fighting that cause and unifying our people.
Mm-hmm.
But some of our people, they're not going to listen. They're not going to listen until a point in time. Read.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 52 and verse 8. The watchman shall lift up the voice. With the voice together shall they sing.
Right. So we're going out there. We are telling our people how great they are according to the Bible, how we need to get our minds right so we can get the kingdom of heaven. All right. Read.
For they shall see eye to eye.
Yeah, because some of us will not see eye to eye. They want to know why y'all doing that. I mean, why would you do that, man? Why not just go over there and, chill out a little bit? Why would you want us to change? Why would you want us to change? Nothing else has changed. Nothing else has changed, being a Muslim, in Christianity, Catholicism, nothing has changed. That's how some of our people are. They scoff us. They can't stand us. But, read.
For they shall see eye to eye when the Lord shall bring again Zion.
Those people that do say, I'm an Israelite according to the Bible, I need to change my ways. I need to get my house in order. I need to get myself in order so I can be the proper example according to the Bible. Those people will see eye to eye. We will see each other eye to eye when Christ comes back.
That's right. That's right.
It's basically that's what I'm saying. Those other people, they will regret it. They will be in heavy regret because they didn't listen, because they trusted in oppression, as the scripture says.
That's right.
Oppression is what makes the wise man mad naturally. But as Captain said earlier, we need to turn that anger into positive anger to push forward. But the only way we're going to do that is we have our minds right in these laws, statutes, and commandments, knowing who we are according to the Bible. Then we can build businesses.
Right.
Then we can build houses because we'll be on one accord. Nobody will be trying to take the money. Nobody will be trying to stab somebody in the back.
Right.
We'll all be on one accord.
That's right.
But for a lot of us, that's not going to happen until Lord Christ comes back and establishes the kingdom on earth.
Absolutely.
All praise, all praise.
All right, go ahead. How many more minutes do we have of this video? All right, go ahead. Let it play.
We regularly make donations and host fundraisers for community, people, and causes. This Monday, we will be handing out 3,000 free turkey legs to Houston kids and adults for Thanksgiving. The plaintiffs in this suit tried to stop us from providing free food to families right before the holiday.
As great as a thing, people might say, these people are doing.
Right.
But you're still trusting in oppression, like what the officer just brought out.
Right.
3,000 turkey legs for Thanksgiving. You're celebrating. I don't understand, Jake. You're celebrating the holiday of your oppressors, the same man and woman who are trying to shut you down.
Right.
I don't get it. I'm telling you, I don't understand the Negro's way of thinking. Our brain just operates. I'm not even gonna say our brain, because the Most High took us out of that Negro laboratory.
That's right.
Okay, but the mind state of our people is just bugged out. It's just bugged out. It's crazy.
Right.
Go ahead, press play.
With their emergency restraining order to shut us down. This would have also not only affected those in need of food, but our hardworking staff as well, putting them out of jobs right before the holiday season. We are grateful the plaintiffs failed. As you know, there are many successful barbecue restaurants that operate across the city of Houston, including those in mixed-use neighborhoods where the smoke and/or barbecue their food. Allowing this lawsuit to proceed forward not only threatens the Turkey Leg Hut, but many others in their successful businesses, having the potential to put tens of thousands of people out of their job and their livelihood. The success of Turkey Leg Hut has brought visitors to the Third Ward from not only across the country, but from across the world, whose sole purpose was to visit the restaurant. We recognize the challenges that come from city zoning laws that don't separate residential and commercial zones, but we care about the community and everyone's health, and we do our best to be good neighbors. We are saddened that the plaintiffs, while being fully aware of the progress we are making to resolve their latest complaint, decided to file such a defamatory and unsubstantiated lawsuit against us. We look forward to defending ourselves against these allegations.
All right, let's get
our good name.
Let's get the letter that the plaintiff's attorney wrote up. We're not gonna put it up because it might have some names up there that we might not be able to reveal. I'm not too sure of the laws here in Texas, Houston, or Dallas. So to prevent any buffoonery from happening, we'll just read it from our phones because Esau is the damn devil that the Bible speaks of. So we'll just read it.
Where would you like me to start, Cap?
Start from the good part.
Yes, sir.
Get to the part. I want the part,
Yeah, the part where they
that discusses their agenda.
Yes, sir.
Their hidden agenda. It wasn't because of the smoke. I can't breathe. I can't
Right.
feel my face. And it wasn't that. That was all lies. Their main agenda was the takeover. I'm telling you, the colonizer takeover. Go ahead.
So this is the leaked email, and I'll go into this is the portion that where the letter is being shared. It says that the lawyer is going to research if there are permitted restriction ways that we can prevent the parking lot. But he says that does not fold as neatly into the nuisance complaint.
See, that's some wicked as hell. Because remember, in the beginning, they were complaining about parking, about openly hostile people arguing with the neighbors about parking.
Right.
But here, that's what I'm telling you, this man speaks with a forked tongue.
Yeah.
Get me that. Psalms, I think Psalms 50, the words in his mouth. Telling you, man, Esau is a damn devil. Because I'm telling you, they'll put out these little news articles on these different media outlets. You'll read it. You'll see parentheses. You'll see bold letters. You'll see capitalized letters. And then you'll take everything that they say is truth. Meanwhile, it's all lies. You got it?
Yes.
Come on, go ahead. Go ahead.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smooth as butter.
So it says the words of his mouth is smoother than butter. Come on.
But war was in his heart.
And that's the same thing. It's the same thing you see right here.
Right.
With that same article that we just read, that we just showed you, brothers and sisters, online. Now you have behind the scenes an email that was leaked with their true agenda. Why? Because economic warfare was in their heart.
Yes.
Okay? Esau's the damn devil that the Bible speaks of. I don't know how many times we got to say it. I don't know on how many shirts we got to print it out. Some of you, you're just amazed and beguiled and bedazzled by this man.
Right.
Okay? Go ahead.
Still, it will be part of the overall nuisance complaint. And if we are successful, we might be able to stop it altogether.
Stop it altogether is a code word for shut them down and move them out.
That's right.
Go ahead.
The best idea from yesterday is that Chris is going to create a special mini neighborhood organization to bring the suit.
Chris is an Edomite. Come on.
This is good news for us because it means none of us have to bring the suit in our own name.
Because they some damn cowards. And I think some of their names was on that article that we read.
Yeah.
That came out like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Right.
There's some damn cowards. You want to sue, but you want to be in a cut. You don't want nobody to know it's you.
Yeah.
Damn demons. Demons.
Hey, Cap, you know what they remind me of? I was watching some Edomites. They was for a while they were shooting up Emmett Till, a
memorial plaque.
Right. Yeah.
That's some wicked. That's some wicked.
wicked
That's
stuff.
some wicked as hell, man.
Right.
And so listen, they was getting ready to shoot it again, and an alarm went off, right? Because from the first time they did it, the people got smart and put an alarm when anybody come close. Well, the alarm went off. You ought to see those Edomites scatting. Oh, come on, let's get out of here, Bob.
Yeah.
Hey, get in.
Hey, you got to send me that video.
Yeah,
man.
I sent it to
You
you.
got to send me that
Send
video.
it to you.
Yeah.
Damn, that's wicked as hell.
Yeah. But
That
that's
is
just like
wicked as
that.
hell.
Just like them cowardly acts. They like
You know what's crazy about that, officer? What did Emmett Till do to Esau?
Nothing.
They can't say, well, he grabbed our woman, Bob.
No.
No, he didn't, because your fork-tongued dragon of a woman just confessed that it was all a lie.
All a lie.
So what did a young 15, 14-year-old Emmett Till do to Esau? Nothing. Yep. Now here he is decades later, they shooting up his memorial.
Yes.
I'm telling you, man, that's why there's a heavy penalty that Esau got to pay. And some of y'all want to put y'all head on the chopping block for Esau. Hey, go ahead. Right. Ain't nobody holding back their sword. They're gonna take your head off along with Esau in the kingdom. Let me put that out there. In the kingdom. Somebody will edit that and say, oh, they talking about now. That's talking about in the kingdom.
That's right.
Come on.
We will essentially all just be members of this organization that decided to sue. It should shield us somewhat from individual discovery requests and make litigation a lot simpler for Chris's firm.
So Chris is the lawyer. Go ahead.
Yep. We need a name for the organization, so feel free to suggest.
Esau, Edomites. That's the name of your organization.
Right.
Go ahead.
Greater Rosedale Protection Association.
No.
So they're using the community's name that they're stealing.
Yo, Esau's the devil. Go ahead. What the hell is this? Go ahead.
Almeida Quality of Life. The Justice Society of Tomorrow. I don't know yet.
Wow. Go ahead.
This organization will sue on our behalf, and we all would just be its members. The money that you could contribute would just be towards your membership, and you would not have to say that you are directly funding a lawsuit. This does not mean...
So the reason, like in the title, we said the modern-day Willie Lynch letter, when it comes to economic warfare, this letter was strategically put together.
Yes.
If every Edomite followed this to a T, they would be able to shut down a lot of black businesses.
Right.
They're actually giving you the blueprint on what to do.
On shutting, yeah. God.
So we're going to remain anonymous, create an organization, name the organization, and just use that particular entity to sue.
Right.
So they're giving you the steps for economic warfare.
Yes.
Go ahead.
This does not mean complete anonymity. Your name as a member would still be out there. It just means the litigation does not have to be in our individual names. We are thinking that Josh and I would be managers.
So you would need a manager. You need a manager. Go ahead.
And someone else would be the president. And I'm going to invite the MPNA to join as well, and also ask them for money if they have any.
So you ask for grants. I hope you so-called blacks and Hispanics are taking notes of this.
Right.
Because guess what? We could turn around and do the same thing.
Right.
Use the same protocol.
Yes.
Okay, it's already leaked. It's already out there. This is public information.
Right.
So we might as well, guess what? Do the same thing.
It's the blueprint.
It's the blueprint, baby. Go ahead. Come on.
Chris is committed to keeping our costs to a temporary injunction to $20,000. We will know by that point what sort of defense they will have and what sort of success we are having. It is still very important that you all join organization and contribute to the lawsuit. We still need to raise the money. The organization is still just us working together. We need to collect money from everyone. No one is demanding a specific amount, but please contribute what you can. Let Josh or me know. We can come by and pick up the checks.
Look at that. Look at this money scheme. Go ahead.
Everything will be held in a trust account by Chris's firm.
So when you collect the money, when you establish this organization and you have your two managers and you have your firm, the lawyer firm spearheaded, make sure you put it as a trust.
Put it as a trust.
Hint, hint, so-called blacks and Hispanics watching this show. This is the protocol for economic warfare.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
Please make the checks out to Feldman and Feldman PC. The next big thing
and the checks have to be filled out to the lawyer's firm.
Yes.
Go ahead.
The next big thing is record keeping.
Record keeping, because Negroes like to steal.
Yes.
Okay, so you must have record keeping. Come on.
Chris asked that from now on, we take video of anything that looks like nuisance.
So although, this is their plot. So anything looks like nuisance could be anybody, even though they're not affiliated or they're not even a customer of the Turkey Leg Hut.
Right.
Just take a video of anything.
Right.
Guess what? You so-called blacks and Hispanics could do the same thing.
That's
take a video of anything.
Yep.
Why not? Go ahead.
If you are out and you see a loud car or motorcycle, take video. People peeing on your fence, video. Drunk folks staggering back, video. Smoke billowing through the neighborhood, video. Loud music, video. I know most of us might
That's
have
called record keeping, because you build a track record of evidence.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes. I know most of us might have thought about avoiding our homes next Sunday for the street party, but he said take video of that especially. All nuisance in whatever form, we need to video from now on.
Come on.
The ultimate goal of this litigation is
the ultimate goal, the final conclusion of the matter. Come on.
The ultimate goal of this litigation is obviously for the TLH to be somewhere else and not on our corner.
You hear that? Somewhere else and not on our corner.
Underline
Our corner.
Underline that thing.
Our corner.
Not on our corner.
Really?
Yes.
You know what's crazy about that? These are some Johnny-come-latelys who just moved into the area, who said our corner. Give me 2nd Ezra 6 and 54. Let me show you something about our corner.
That's right.
Our corner, really. Give me 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 54. I'm telling you, man, that's the caucasity of Esau.
Right.
All right? They believe that this whole planet is theirs. You'll have a community of Negroes who have been prosperous for decades, probably centuries. And the Edomite will move there and haven't been there 3 or 4 months. That Edomite is trying to change laws.
It is there.
Trying to change zoning laws and community laws. You can't barbecue on your own yard.
Right.
You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't go into your own community pool on with a T-shirt.
Yes.
I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. Go ahead.
The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 6 and verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all.
Come on.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Come on.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake.
So he made the world for whose sake?
For our sake.
The Israelites' sake. So that corner that's in that street, and that street that's on that block of that particular city in that world, that's ours.
That's right.
That's for us.
That's right.
That's for the Israelites. And that's how we got to start thinking. Because you know what? That's how Esau think.
Yes.
That's why they can write something like this and say, our corner.
Our corner.
And they don't even own no stores there.
Right.
In the 3rd Ward. It's owned by all blacks from what I'm taking, right? It's a black community.
Yes.
They own no stores and they talking about our corner.
That's pride, Cap.
See, that's when you take a that's when you take a turkey leg and you smack the hell out of somebody with that turkey leg.
Right.
You smack the hell out of an Edomite with that turkey leg, man. Right. It's wicked as hell.
Hey, Cap, read. Hey, Yaku, officer, read verse 57.
Verse 57, the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 6 and verse 57. And now, O Lord, behold these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing.
Hey, read that again.
Have ever. And now, O Lord, behold these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing.
Say they always been nothing.
Reputed as nothing.
Reputed.
Reputation.
Reputation as being nothing.
Hot garbage.
Go ahead. Come on. Back to the article.
Yes, sir.
Back to the letter.
The ultimate goal of this litigation is obviously for the TLH to be somewhere else and not on our corner. But that cannot be the stated goal. So we also need to think of injunction relief.
Hold on. Read that part again. I missed
Yes,
something. My ears went tingling because I'm trying to read along with you.
Yes.
But hold on, read that part again.
The ultimate goal of this litigation is obviously for the TLH to be somewhere else and not on our corner. But that cannot be the stated goal.
Why not? How come that can't be the stated goal?
Right.
Because they know that is wicked as hell.
Yes.
But they can't help themselves. Why? Because when they come out the womb, they lying.
Yes.
Their first words is a lie.
Right.
Esau is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's
Because if you can't state your goal, your reasoning in a letter to the people that you're trying to petition to join this organization or the lawyers or whatever,
right?
Then guess what? That's evil as hell.
Yes.
The hell is this?
If you can't be honest, that is wicked as hell, man.
That's right.
That is wicked as hell. But it says, but that cannot be the stated goal.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So we also need to think of injunction relief that we can ask for, such as cook off-site or build a sort of filter that no one would ever know you are cooking. No music past 9
I'm like,
p.m.
who the hell are you? What are you talking about? Nobody.
Right.
Who the hell are you to tell me to build something so no one would ever know that you're cooking?
Right.
Who the hell, Esau? I'm telling you, man. That's why, man. Hey, that's why we got that beautiful artwork in the back of the school.
Praise.
The recreation of the Varane, because that's therapy, man.
Yes.
That image back there that the brothers are putting together, that is therapy right there.
Yes. Shout
That is
to
therapy. Because
Soldier
that lets us know the conclusion.
Right.
That is beautiful therapy.
Shazaya.
We need that thing. We need that therapy. We need it.
That's
We
right.
absolutely need it. Every time I come into this sanctuary, Lord willing, life lasts. Every time I come in here, that image right there.
Yes.
That gives us that boost, that
Oh, yeah.
self-esteem
Oh, yeah.
to know
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Isaiah 14, Psalms 149,
That's right.
Revelation 13, verse 10.
That's right.
Guess what? It's gonna come to pass.
That's
It
right.
will come to pass.
That's
all praise for that.
That's that beautiful thing to come. That is that beautiful thing.
That's right.
To
I almost
come.
been like Bishop. Let's get a Lord a hand for that thing.
For real. For real, man. That's beautiful therapy right here. Because I'm reading this demonic letter from these demonic Edomites, man, and it's just crazy.
Yes.
The way these people really hate our guts, man.
Right. Right.
But it's cool though. It's all good because we beloved of the Most High, and that's all that
right.
counts.
That's right. It's interesting because I think back to a show that we did some months back of the situation that happened in the Netherlands and how they write manifestos. And the manifesto is really a calling card or a call to arms, as you said, because it lets other people know this is what we're doing. This really is a call to arms too for them, but like you said, we
could use the
same.
Let's
thing.
answer that
There you
call.
go.
We got a call. Shalom, Most High in Christ bless. Thank you for calling in the scripts. Who's calling?
Hey, this is Darren from North Carolina.
Hey, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. I go to y'all congregation up in Concord. I just wanted to, give a little something on what y'all talking about.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I fish. I'm a fisherman. They got the same type of restaurant the Edomites have in North Carolina on the lake. And they blasting their music, smoke going everywhere, cooking, and nobody says a word. It's like they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
But then when we try to do it, it's a problem.
Absolutely.
It makes no sense.
Absolutely.
It makes no sense.
But remember, brother,
Like-
what we always got to remember is Esau is in their kingdom.
That's right.
When we are in our kingdom, there's gonna be no nuisance ordinances.
That's right.
We're gonna party from sun up to sun up, rejoicing in the Lord. Ain't no
That's
nation, ain't nobody gonna move a tongue against Israel.
That's
right.
So we're captives in their kingdom. So technically, they have the caucasity to do that. It's in their power to feel like that.
I like that word.
Right, but our people, me being a truck driver, I'm out here on the road. I see a lot of our people, and just from the changes I made in this last year, with us having to come together, I no longer look at no other black people. I don't care who they are. I don't look at them bad. I try to love my brother like you love yourself. That's what we're supposed to be doing.
Right.
We
Yes,
got to unify. Like every time I see somebody, I don't care if he's frowning, smiling, or glad. Hey, how you doing, brother? And you wouldn't believe the reaction I get from brothers that expected me to be mean, but I greeted them with a hi, and that changed their whole demeanor.
Yeah.
You know how our brothers are. Some of them standing on the corner, all mean-faced, looking at you like they could just go right through you.
Right.
But if you say hi to them, it changes their demeanor. So that's just all I wanted to say,
All
man.
praises,
I think
man.
y'all doing a good work.
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate everything you're doing. I'm going to keep watching your class, man. I watch all your class. I'll be listening hard, too. Y'all understand me? I can't write down nothing while I'm riding down the road, but I'm still listening.
Yes, sir. All praises to the Most High, brother. You drive safe.
Oh,
Make sure
yeah.
you stay safe, and thank you for tuning in.
Okay, thanks, y'all.
Yes, sir.
And if anybody else wants to call, the number is 214-272-0400. 214-272-0400.
That's
right.
Absolutely. Hey, look who joined. Look who joined the
Look
party.
who's back in the house.
Officer Lemmy. Officer Lemmy Well joined the party. All praises, man. All praises, my brother. My brother showed up.
Add that help nail it down.
Yeah.
No music past 9 p.m. No use of bass or subwoofers at all.
Oh, God. Hey, man. But look at their music. Their music is dull as hell.
Right.
That's why they how they call them? That's why they culture vultures.
Right.
No bass or subwoofers at all. What do you want? Opera music? Go ahead, man. Crazy.
Signs up telling their patrons to keep the noise down. No parking lot. If no parking lot is not possible, then I was thinking that they have to provide an officer there to keep the peace. Hopefully we can just stop the lot. Some sort of monitoring system for both noise and smoke that will result in them being fined if they go over.
Damn. This is like on the plantation.
Right.
They got the whip and they just, every little corner, they trying to make sure they box them in.
Right.
Go ahead.
If you all have other suggestions, please give them to us. Josh and I are going to be doing some public records requests to various city departments regarding the TLH in the next few days per Chris's instructions. He thinks once a lawsuit is filed that the city might not be as forthcoming.
Come on.
I think that covers everything. Please let us know if you have any questions.
Damn, this is crazy.
Yes.
Keep going, keep going.
Yes. So in the next, there's a response. This is confidential, and I would kindly ask you not to distribute. Thanks for coming by. For those of you who were able to make it on Sunday, I won't repeat all the specifics in the email, but give me a ring or email me if you want more detail or have specific concerns. A summary. 6 households on Arbor Rosedale have agreed to be named and fund formal action, e.g. filing for injunctions against TLH.
All right, you can stop there. This is crazy. I'm reading down. I'm like, damn, they got households unaccounted for. This is wicked as hell. But you know what? All praises for this being leaked.
That's right.
And I want to give a special shout out to Phil from the Diaspora, the African Diaspora channel.
Yes, right.
Phil, he's the one who actually sent us this letter, this email. All praises that we got that. All right.
That's right.
But what I did want to show was that this is nothing new under the sun.
Yes.
This is not the first time that something like this happened, nor is it the last. Get me the next article. Get me that one right there with the choir. Esau has a track record, man. Esau has a track record.
Yeah, this is crazy. Gospel choir threatened with $3,500 fine for making too much noise.
Damn. Now you know they singing about white Jesus in there. Right. So I was reading this thing. I was like, I don't know. This might be a good thing. The Most High is chastising them.
Right.
Singing about Cesare Borgia.
What the hell is this?
Yeah. But still, the caucasity of Esau to do something like this is like it's like, yo, who the hell are you?
Right.
But he's like, what do you mean, who the hell I am? I am God.
Right.
I sitteth in the temple of God.
Yes.
Posing myself as God.
As God.
Who are you?
Yes.
That's what Esau is asking us. Who are you?
Right.
Oh, go down. Go down. That's crazy, man. Let's read this.
The city of Oakland, California, is not in harmony with one of its historic churches. The West Oakland Pleasant Grove Baptist Church recently received a letter from the city threatening to fine the church a $3,500 nuisance fee and $500 daily if its gospel choir doesn't quiet down during its practices, according to S. Fist. This activity may constitute a public nuisance due to its impact to the use and quiet enjoyment of the surrounding community's property, the city's letter states. That's crazy. The Pleasant Grove congregation said it never received any prior warnings from the city and cannot understand how the church's choir could now be seen as a nuisance after so many decades.
So many decades. Now all of a sudden, gentrification happened. Esau moves in. They're like, nah, we don't want to hear that.
Right.
We don't want to hear that. And although they're singing about him,
yes,
they're singing about white Jesus, and he's still like, no, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, that's not good enough.
That's not good enough. Go ahead.
Right.
Come on.
Singing the season.
Kind of hard to believe because we've been here about 65 years in the community.
Wow.
And all of a sudden, we get some concerns about the noise, said Pleasant Grove pastor Thomas A. Harris III. For some, the root of the city's complaints are clear. The gentrification of historically black parts of Oakland.
Read that right there. That looks like something on Twitter.
Yes. Still can't wrap my head around it. You just moved next to a church that has stood in Oakland for 65 years and complaining about the noise?
And that's from DeMarcus Davis. Go down.
Oakland. You want me to read that one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Oakland wouldn't find the nightclub that shook my windows at 4 a.m., but they find a black church for worshiping? Boy.
Go down. That's Esau for you,
It's
man.
all up in that thing. That's what it is.
Go ahead.
Yeah. The church has been there for 65 years. I'm so sad. I hate what Oakland has become.
Go down.
In Oakland, in West Oakland, someone called the police on a church because they were too loud. Hashtag gentrification.
Now, the reason I'm bringing this out is just to show the gentrification, the pattern.
Right.
Okay, I'm not in agreement at all with because I already know they was singing the Cesar Borgia.
Right.
And all them churches need to be shut down. Every single last one of them. I don't care if it's a mixed church, a white church, a black church. Our people got to come out of these whorehouses called the church.
That's right.
The main reason for this article is just to show the economic warfare through gentrification. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, Cap, can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
You think they were singing Jesus is on the main line?
Tell them what you want.
Oh, there we go. Hey, let me find out. Lord. let me find out Officer Shema know how to sing. Come on.
Hey, get Ecclesiastes 1:9.
Yeah, let's get that. Let's get that real quick, man.
Yeah, I was up in there one time, man.
Thank
you, Lord, for bringing me out of that mess.
Yeah, we all was up in them churches, man.
Yes, sir.
I think I had it the worst because I was in a Catholic church. And you know, oh God, you know how that sounds. It sounds like death music. Man, it's like, what the hell?
Right.
Oh, man.
Right. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1 and verse 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun.
No new thing under the sun. Happened before, it's happening again, and it's going to continue to happen. It's a pattern. They have a pattern of doing these things. Well, let's take this call right here. Shalom, Most High in Christ bless. Thank you for calling in the scripts.
Yes, shalom. This is Brother Jacob from the Ottawa, Ontario camp.
Yes, sir. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. And yourself, sir?
I'm good. Thank you for calling in. You got a question or comment?
Yeah, just a comment. I was just actually on that turkey leg hut menu just now, and which is unfortunate, is they're actually serving abominable foods to our people, such as shrimp and catfish.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like most smokehouses.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a smokehouse before?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, a majority of them sell pork, shrimp, catfish, and unlawful food.
Right.
Like most restaurants. Have you ever been there before to TLH?
No, I've never been to TLH.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been to like I've been to a lot of smokehouses, and I've been to one in Florida in Orlando, because I used to live in Ocala, Florida back in the day.
Yeah.
So I do know what they're all about. But
yeah.
I was thinking that, you know what, maybe they're serving just turkey and chicken, and they're doing it that way. But
because they don't. Remember earlier in the class I said they're not keeping the laws. They're not repentant Israelites. I'm not sure if they know they're Israelites, but it'll be good if Houston IUIC takes a trip up there, goes on a fly mission, and shows them the truth. Right. Now I don't know if they're gonna change their menu or not, because then you'll be chipping away at that $2 million a month.
Right.
And that's a major obstacle for our people. Yeah. That's a major obstacle for our people. But Lord's will, they repent. They repent.
Lord's will. And I was just thinking, Cap, that maybe this is the affliction that the Most High is sending.
Hey, it might be. It is. It's not even maybe. It is. It is the affliction.
It is. Yeah, most definitely.
We don't want to keep the commandments, and this is a product of not keeping the commandments. So, Lord willing, they repent. I'm going to make sure that that couple gets a flyer. I'm gonna make sure of that.
Oh yeah, all praises to the Most High in Christ. Bless
Yes,
that.
sir. Thank you for calling in, brother. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
oh yeah, Captain Isaac. I'll see you guys in Charlotte. I'm actually gonna make that 13-hour drive down from Ontario.
All right. Yeah, Lord willing, I'll be back, brother.
All right, Cap.
All right. Take care, brother.
All
Thank
right,
you for
shalom.
calling in. All right. Shalom.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Shalom.
All right.
It's all the way from Canada, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So what we had?
Still at the article?
Yeah, go ahead. Read this.
Yeah, okay. We're being bought out, said Lawrence Van Hook.
So Lawrence Van Hook has common sense. Lawrence Van Hook says we're being bought out.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because of the music.
That's right.
Come on, what is that? 1 day a week?
Yeah.
On Sunday, maybe?
Right.
Come on, stop it. All right, it's all gentrification. Go ahead.
We're being bought out, said Lawrence Van Hook, the senior pastor at Community Church. We're being moved out. We are being priced out of our own neighborhood.
Go ahead.
For residents who object to the music, it's simply a matter of trying to get a good night's sleep. The music is extremely loud, Greg Irvin told NBC Bay Area. You're not respecting anybody in the community that's in the surrounding area as far as for us to have some peace and quiet. But are they singing all hours of the night or something? It's church.
Esau fabricates everything.
Exactly.
They just lie, but they can't tell the truth. It's not in them. Even when they tell the truth, they lie.
Right.
You know,
Right. Yeah, you lying. I can
just
say
lie, bro. Just lie.
Yeah, right.
Just lie, bro. It's unbelievable. Go ahead.
A lot of them be practicing like 3 hours probably, like 7 to 10 sometimes. So it's not like all night. They 2 o'clock, banging.
Right.
Nah.
Right. But George Holland, president of the Oakland branch of the NAACP, said those moving into Oakland must learn to respect the long-held traditions of its current residents, no matter how loud they may be.
Current.
Those persons who are just new arrivals should not come and try to change the culture
Johnny-come-latelys
that existed before they arrived here, Holland said. We cannot have people come attack churches about music.
All right, let's close that out. Let's close that out. There's another one. There was another incident. What do we have here? What do we have? Showing the consistency patterns in the caucasity of Esau.
That's the word for the night.
I heard.
Yeah,
I heard. Yes.
Captain Omar.
Caucasity. Yeah, I heard that thing. I said I gotta use it. That thing sounds funny as hell.
It's actually a word. It's a word.
Caucasity.
I like it. No, that's caucasity. I like that.
Go down. Let me see. Harlem.
Uh-oh.
I don't even know if it's Harlem anymore.
An old sound in Harlem draws new neighbors' ire. It is Saturday evening, the second day of summer, and the air around Marcus Garvey Park in Harlem is filled with the scent of blossoming linden trees and the sound of West African drums. Across the street from the park is 2002 Fifth Avenue, a new 7-story cream and red brick luxury co-op with a doorman, $1 million apartments, and a lobby with a fireplace. The drummers in the park are African American and from Africa and the Caribbean. They form a circle and have played in the park in one form or another since 1969, when the neighborhood was a more dangerous place. The musicians who play until 10 p.m.
When the neighborhood was a more dangerous place. Why do you think they put those words in there?
Yeah.
They're saying it was a more dangerous place since 1969. But now it's been colonized and gentrified. Yes. It has become a more safe place.
It's pure now.
A pleasant place.
Yes.
Because our people not there
We
anymore.
have Starbucks.
The caucasity of honesty.
Yes.
The authenticity of honesty, right? Go ahead. Come on.
The musicians who play until 10 p.m. every summer Saturday are widely credited with helping to make the park safer over the years. Their supporters who acknowledge that the drum beats can pierce walls and windows regarding the musicians are part of the city's vibrant and often noisy cultural mix. But some in the building at 2002 Fifth Avenue, most of them young white professionals, have a different perspective. When the drummers occupy a spot nearby, residents say they are unable to sleep, hear their television sets, speak on the telephone, or even have conversations with their spouses without shouting.
So why the hell did you move there?
Right.
You knew about the drums before you moved there.
Right.
Hey, you move there, you want to change stuff, change the people's culture.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Wow. Some say they cannot even think straight. They have to make it over the top. And so in this corner of Harlem, which is known as Mount Morris Park, two sides have formed, each with complaints that many agree are legitimate. The stalemate has bubbled over into a dispute about class, race, and culture, and has become a flashpoint in the debate over gentrification. It is the talk of the neighborhood and even beyond. The conflict received news media attention, but since then it has taken a darker turn. A racist email message was circulated amongst residents advocating violence against the musicians. And the new Black Panther Party, which espouses
You see that? A racist email message was circulated amongst residents advocating violence against the musicians.
So a plot like the email we
it's
just
the
read.
same thing like we just read. Very similar.
Right.
But this one was actually advocating physical violence.
Yes.
That was economical violence. It's still the same. It's still warfare.
Right.
Because you're doing it against another race of people. So that's war.
Yes.
That's war. Go ahead.
Which espouses anti-white ideals has marched in support of the drummers.
So the new Black Panther Party had to come and help out the drummers.
Yes.
To make sure that these racist violence acts that they wanted to commit weren't carried out.
Right.
Go ahead.
Mount Morris Park is a tight-knit Harlem neighborhood where brownstones dating from the Gilded Age have been lovingly restored. It is also a place where Black and white residents have lived harmoniously for years.
Not gonna happen.
Right.
Wow.
Harmoniously.
The drummers are our friends, neighbors, and brothers, are an important cultural part of our neighborhood, said Donald K. Williams, president of the Mount Morris Park Community Improvement Association. But the new residents have said, we have the right to live here too, and the right to have some oral privacy, and they do. That's right! Mr. Williams, 59, who has lived in the neighborhood for 9 years, hesitated before adding, people get emotional around cultural issues, and they get emotional around sleep deprivation issues. Though few of the drummers' critics say they want the musicians removed entirely from the 20-acre park, they say residents should not have to suffer for the sake of tradition.
So who the hell back to Bay Ridge? The hell? Who the hell back? Go ahead. Come on.
Cap, can I say?
Yeah.
That's funny because what tradition was imposed on our people without asking for it?
Bring it out.
Absolutely. That's a beautiful point. Hey, say that again. Repeat. See, this is when brothers got to drop a bomb or something. Come on, man. Y'all wake up over there, man. They over there eating Twizzlers.
We in the news too, man. Come on, man.
What's wrong with y'all?
What
Come on.
traditions
Wake up.
have been imposed on our people without us wanting it?
Thank you. Boom. Give me the Funk Flex bomb again, please.
Yes.
For you Texans who don't know who Funk Flex is, he's a New York DJ, always dropping bombs.
Buckmaster Flex.
Thank you, Officer Shamar.
I'm on.
Jonathan's sleeping over there. Go ahead.
Everything after 4 hours, even if it's Mozart, is pure, unadulterated noise, said the resident of a building on the park who requested anonymity for fear of reprisal or reprisal. Is that reprisal?
Yeah.
Fear of reprisal.
Tomato. Go ahead.
The community is right. The drummers have been doing this for more than 30 years, but no one told me there would be unremitting noise every Saturday for the rest of my life.
Get a hotel room.
Right.
Go ahead.
The view from the drum circle is quite different. The musicians emphasize the spiritual and cultural elements of African drumming, an activity that was banned during slavery. So what was imposed on us?
Exactly.
Stop beating your drums. Stop dancing.
Trying to ban it again. That's what
Yes.
they're trying to do.
This is the only place we can come. This is our watering hole, said Haru Hassan, 33, whose father, Baba Jeremiah, 59, also takes part.
Baba Jeremiah means father Jeremiah. Go ahead.
It's important to us People come to Harlem because it has a certain vibration to it. This is part of that vibration. No one's excluded. Anyone can bring a drum and sit in or bring a blanket and watch.
All praises. Go ahead.
For many years, Marcus Garvey Park was an uninviting place littered with garbage, home to squatters who lived in the landmark Fire Bell Tower and beset by muggers and drug dealers. On some days, the musicians would drum for as long as 10 hours, which provided a window of time for the neighborhood's children to play in safety, residents said.
All right, here we go. This is the part where they get you.
In recent years, conditions in the park have vastly improved.
Oh, gentrification.
The 47-foot cast iron tower has been repaired, and the park is clean.
Esau.
Filled with linden and sweet gum trees.
Esau's God.
Right. Families who come to barbecue and teenagers playing basketball.
Heaven on earth because of Esau.
Right.
Come on.
On Saturdays, a core group of men and women drum or provide accompaniment on trumpets, flutes, spoons, cowbells, gourd rattles, and tambourines. Others, including European tourists, sit in at times. The group has no leader and no requirements to join. When a drummer feels a rhythm, he or she pounds out a beat. Others accept or reject it, adding their own flourishes. Once a cohesive rhythm has been established, African women wearing brightly colored gowns called bows dance inside the circle.
All right, skip that. This is an extremely long article. So the reasoning for this article is just to show the pattern of the white supremacist colonization / gentrification, economic warfare. And the same thing that happened with the turkey leg hut is the same thing that happened in the past.
That's right.
Okay, now this was something that I found today from Luke, that guy.
Uncle Luke.
Uncle Luke.
Yeah.
All right, and this is what they're trying to do down in Florida.
Wow.
All right, over there in Little Haiti. As developers target Miami's poorest neighborhoods, minorities get kicked out. Go down.
Luther Campbell down in Miami.
Everywhere you turn in Miami, gentrification is in full swing. Real estate prices are booming in Alapata, Brownsville, Little Haiti, Liberty City, and Overtown. As the same developers who brought up and transformed South Beach and Wynwood set their sights on new territories to exploit.
So this is how it works. This is the blueprint. Go ahead.
A black family inherits their childhood home from the mom or dad. By the time they get the house, it's completely paid off. They only have to worry about paying real estate taxes at the end of the year.
Which is good. That's leaving a legacy.
That's right.
That's leaving something behind for your child. Go ahead.
However, the family is stuck living next door to a halfway house or a trap house full of criminals that brings down property values in the neighborhood.
So who's supposed to govern that? We have to come to a position where we move the drug dealers out.
That's right.
Now, I know you guys heard about the story in the old school, the original UPK, not this refurbished version that's out now, but the original UPK under Aria, Masha, and the other elders that they had. They got together and they moved into a building and they moved the crackheads and the drug dealers out. That's the same thing that we got to do.
That's
Go ahead.
Right.
However, the family is stuck living next door to a halfway house or a trap house full of criminals that bring down property values in the neighborhood. By design, police and politicians allow the thugs to run rampant and terrorize their neighborhoods. This would never happen in Aventura.
Aventura is mostly Amalek. Go ahead.
Or Sunny Isles Beach, the South Florida city, where the largest influx of Russians, Donald Trump's favorite foreigners, next to Norwegians.
Come on.
As the years go by and they run out of land in South Beach and Wynwood, the New York real estate moguls who teamed up with Miami's Cuban developers and the Latin Builders Association started eyeing houses, apartments, and commercial buildings in neighboring areas.
Come on. So now he's breaking down the steps of how they gentrify. Go ahead.
Right. The developers approach the black family and dangle six-figure offers in front of them.
Because many black people are poor.
Right.
So when they come to you, usually you're gonna take it.
Right.
Because you don't have, especially when they offering that lump sum.
Right.
Go ahead.
Hey, Cap, can I? I have firsthand knowledge of this because Hamilton Park is going through this and has been going through this since the 80s. When they placed crack in. Right now, my great aunt's house that is directly across the street from my grandmother's house where I grew up, they did that very thing. It was my crackhead uncle died. The family didn't pay the taxes, which was, at the family's fault. It was bought by an investment guy, and he turned it into a halfway house.
Right.
And put more people in it. And now the neighborhood is just running rampant with the shootings and the drug deals, and they cut out the buses. They shut down the entire community area where we had our stores. We had everything we needed at the bottom. They put a post office in, and the Asians have a little store across the street. So I've seen this firsthand.
Wow.
Man.
The developers approach the black family and dangle six-figure offers in front of them. Because they want their children to live in a safe neighborhood, the parents take the $200,000 or $300,000 to move out. In Alapata, the developers target Dominican and Puerto Rican families to displace. The developers start tearing down the houses and put up coming soon signs for new condos that start at $500,000 or above, and commercial buildings with retail stores that don't cater to the community.
Man, that's what I was about to say.
Yes.
Who's going to be able to afford that?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, they just put them up. But first, the police and the politicians finally get their asses in gear to clean up the neighborhood and crack down on crime.
Why? Because Esau is moving in.
Because Esau is moving in.
Go ahead.
Then they announce a big-ass project that they claim will be an economic catalyst for the neighborhood. Case in point, David Beckham's proposed Major League Soccer stadium in Overtown. Even though the residents don't want the stadium because it will bring congestion and hordes of people who don't patronize local businesses, the project gets rammed down their throats.
And we don't even like soccer like that.
No. Meanwhile, property values begin to skyrocket, and it turns into a gold rush. More families end up selling out to developers, and the people living in halfway homes and HUD houses are relocated to Homestead and Florida City. It's a game that is playing out in every major metropolitan area, including New York City, Detroit.
That's definitely happening in New York.
Yes.
Definitely Detroit, Flint,
Yes.
surrounding areas.
And Chicago.
We saw Chicago firsthand. When
Yes,
we
the
down.
community that we
Chicago.
marched through.
Chicago.
Yes, that's what they're doing.
Yeah, Chicago, they waiting. They going to go in there. It's going to watch what they do to Chicago.
Yes. Then he went after the Arabs. Recently, he said he didn't want Haitians and Africans in the U.S. either.
You skipped the part where it says Donald Trump.
Oh, Donald Trump is making America great, gentrify again. He started with the Mexicans, and then he went after the Arabs. Recently, he said he didn't want Haitians and Africans in the U.S. either. It's time for us to get our affairs in order. If we are not careful, there won't be any black people left in Miami.
Yep. So that is gentrification in a nutshell. The economic warfare, brothers and sisters, that we got to overcome. All right. Zephaniah 2 verse 1 must be applied. Ephesians the 4th chapter. We got to get our minds right, and we got to play the game as well. But first, of course, we got to keep the laws first and put God first. All right. Hopefully, we could take that same blueprint that we just read today in that modern day economic Willie Lynch letter and apply it against our enemies as well. Do the same thing. The same thing. Officer Lemuel, you wanted to say something? You want to close it out with something?
I couldn't come all the way down there without a scripture. One scripture, and I'll read it real quick. Micah chapter 2, verse 1 and verse 2. Woe to them that devise iniquity. That's that letter, that email that we just wrote. That was devising iniquity, right? The scripture says woe. Woe means destruction. It says, and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it. Because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. It's in their nature. It's not enough that they took all of America.
Right.
The little plots of land that the so-called blacks and Hispanics have now, they trying to take all that away.
They'll steal till they don't have enough. That's what it said.
The great
is that
gatherers.
Obadiah?
Obadiah.
They
Yes, sir.
steal till they don't have enough. So like you said, Cap, we got to do that same thing and start to gather together and use these same tactics. They giving us the blueprint.
Right.
We just got to get a clue, gather together under the Most High in Christ, and implement and practice it.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
All praise to the Most High.
All praises to the Most High. Brothers and sisters, we're going to close it out on that.
Hey, Cap, real quick. The outcome of the turkey leg hut?
Oh, the outcome. The outcome is that they did not shut it down.
That's all praise.
But they will revisit it. I guarantee you, in the future. This is not the last of it.
All
They did not shut it down. They dropped the lawsuit only because that email was
that email
revealed.
got leaked.
That's the only
That's it.
reason they dropped the lawsuit.
Yes, sir.
But I guarantee you they will try it again. The scripture says, never trusteth thine enemy.
Right.
Okay? So, brothers and sisters, keep your head on a swivel. All praises. Thank you for supporting and watching. Until next week, brothers and sisters, we say shalom.
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 You're listening to In the Scripts Reloaded.
We go at it till about 4 or 5 o'clock. Warfare, got my gear, I'm prepared for the op. And we talking how we walk it, yeah, that's just how we rock. Friday night, gotta rest, in the morning, hit the block. Shake 'em down, we go at it till about 4 or 5 o'clock. Warfare, got my gear, I'm prepared for the op. And we talking how we walk it, yeah, that's just how we rock. Hey, I'm a workaholic, boy, don't play with me. Hey, no breaks, do this till the death of me. I'm with Elohim, careful what you say to me. Better watch your tongue. We been the chosen ones, I heard you claim to be. Yeah. What do you got, hey, what do you got? What do you got, cause talk is cheap. What do you got, you see me sick. Yeah, we got that remedy. What do you got, hey, what do you got? Heard you got that kill for me. What do you got, cause I need help. What do you got, cause talk is cheap. So I dedicate to do this every week. Yeah, we not moving corners, so they thinking that we weak. Yeah. Never get it twisted, ayy, don't sleep. We the sanctified, we pull up to your hood.